Hi everyone, RedWolfVion here with another Gundam Battle Operations suit overview. Today we'll be looking at the full Armor Gundam from the Thunderbolt series. Not to get confused with the regular full Armor Gundam or full Armor Gundam ground type or full Armor Gundam type B. Before we jump into it, this is one of the earlier space only suits that came out for higher costs, so keep that in mind when we jump through stuff. So off the back, we're going to take a look at his arsenal. He has a huge kit. He has the twin beam rifle. He has, for melee, he has the beam sabers of Thunderbolt beam saber. So it's very specific to the suit. You also have for the sub weapons, you have the left arm 5-tube rocket launcher. You have the 6-tube missile pod. You have the missile bay, and you have the large beam cannon. And you also have the large shield, which is enhanced, but it's a large size, so it's really good. Now we're going to look at, this doesn't have 1, 2, but he has 4 shields, and each shield can be destroyed on its own. So he has a lot of protection on his sides, not as much on his back or his front. Where his skills go, and again, I mentioned this is an older space only high end cost suit at starting with 500. It has a melee combo controller, maneuver armor, high spec AMBC, high spec AMBAC. We have force ejector and emergency evasion system, and it sucks that this is level 1 even at 500. You would think this guy would have something a little over other suits around 550, 500. But the 500 is pretty standard, and I honestly think this kit could probably get some sort of buff, but that's just my opinion. As far as building, what I prefer is firing enhanced program by increasing the range booster attack, and then after that I will want to have my quick reloader for my ballistic weapons and my auxiliary generator to help get my cooldown when I use the large beam cannon, which is pretty dope, along with your twin beam rifle. Now, as you can tell, the suit is it's quick for what it is, it being a very specific raid type suit, especially in space. As you can tell, you can move while shooting your regular double beam rifle, but it does overheat very quickly, so take two to 3 shots rapidly and you're done. Now his combos, very standard, however his backslash is a lunge, so be very aware of that. His left and right swipes are actually kind of big sweeping, so that'll be very helpful if you're surrounded by enemies, as long as they don't counter you. Now I would also go to say be very careful with certain things. For instance, his rocket launcher can actually stagger on hit. However, it has a long reload time in between shots, and you have to stop to fire it. The missile pod, I actually like that a lot. You can shoot it and move at the same time, and if you get enough hits, they will also be staggered with the missile pod. The missile bay, you have to be stationary to actually fire off, and as you just saw, it's a weird, interesting arc. You have to be very careful, otherwise it can go over your enemies. Do not use that when you're super up close. Now, comboing with the space only suit can be kind of tricky because of the movement you have. You have a lot of things you take in consideration, such as the direction of your attacks and everything. Like most suits with combo controller, you can confirm off a melee combo, as well as starting your combo off with your beam cannon. Now it has a long reload time, so it's really hard to combo into it. You can get another hit, so it's very careful timing. There's a lot of different things you can do. There's a lot of options, so definitely the sky's the limit with this. I definitely say you should try looking up different options and pathways. Again, things like the missile pod and your double beam rifle reload or ready a lot quicker than your beam cannon or your rocket launcher, so keep that in mind when you're trying to combo and when you're setting your shortcuts for your weapons. The beam cannon is amazing. Instead of focus and fire, it's already there, so what you can do is just aim, shoot, and it does a nice amount of damage. It does a stagger, In the video here, you'll see me playing around with things, and I don't think my shortcuts are as good as they could be, simply because the beam cannon cooldown is so long. I'd just rather cycle to it rather than select it. But if you go to beam cannon, rocket launcher, there's 2 stuns in a row. There's nothing worse than that. So take advantage of this suit's ability to stun from afar and consistently. And if someone gets too close, you can always melee or just dodge out the way. But again, the suit still suffers from a little lack of interesting skills, in my opinion. It's still a fun suit, very fun suit in space. If you have it, definitely try it, check it out. It's one of those interesting raid suits where typically a raid suit would be that much more closer to you. But even mid to close range, your best bet is always to still use your weapon arsenal rather than your beam saber. Alright, so hopefully that gave you some idea of how the Thunderbolt Gundam works. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I haven't played with this suit in quite some time. I used to play with it a lot, but it's been a blur in 500 and 550 space. So check out some of the videos. I'll probably try to upload some more Full Armor Thunderbolt videos really soon for you guys. So hopefully you enjoyed. If you liked this, let me know. If you got feedback, let me know. If I forgot something, let me know. If you have a request for a certain suit that you might want to see, let me know. And I'll do my best to get around to it. No promises. But thank you guys for checking this out, and I'll see you next time. Peace!